Yes, 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 I know, guys. Am I audible? All right. So let's start the session now. So let me share my screen. Fine, guys. So we'll start with it now. So today, as you can see that this PPT would be quite long. Okay, it is having more than I guess let's say, yeah, 43 slides. So we won't be able to cover all the things because I want to have a good discussion as well, because as I told earlier as well, these PPTs are just for reference. Fine, the main thing is how good you can communicate, right? So let's start with it now. So guys, the agenda would be that we are going to discuss power of self-expression, and according to that, we'll be thinking, we'll just look into this, like what are the steps which we can cover. Okay, so let's start with power of self-expression. Fine. All right. So, is power of self-expression means that the action of expressing yourself. You can use your words, your facial expressions, your body, your movements, clothing, actions to express your authentic inner self. So, what does it mean? It means that, let's say you're going for an interview, right? So, in the interview, yes, good morning, Ankur. So, in the interview, let's say you are sitting in front of the panelist, right? So, your face expression, your eye contact, the way you smile, the way you talk, right? The way your face looks, if it is glittering up or not, right? All these things matter a lot, right? Your clothing, actions. Now, this is how basically you can portray what is the inner you. All right. Now, English in context of interview skills. Let's see what does it take. English is a global language, right? It is used mainly in corporates. It at times overvalued at the cost of the person. I have personally seen this, guys. You know what happens? Let's say if a person is not good in English, but is able to communicate, right? So what we generally feel that the person, if is only able to communicate, we don't feel him smart, right? That is not the case. If you guys are able to communicate in English, that is also fine. Okay, we don't want refined vocabulary words from you. We don't want very fluent English from your side. If you're able to communicate, that's more than enough. All right. It is not a symbol of your smartness. Okay, so English is just a communication language, right? We are just able to communicate with the help of English because it's widely used. All right, that is the reason why we generally use this English language. That is not a symbol of your smartness. All right, it should not stop you from expressing yourself. Let's say if you're going for the interview, or let's say if you're going for a meeting, fine. So English is not something you should be worrying about. You should be able to express yourself in any language. Fine, you have to showcase your inner self. All right, the real you. Fine. Now, activity. Can somebody tell me what is going to be the right one in this? I want answer from everyone. What is going to be the right one in this? Second. Okay. Now I see. Did it require hardcore English knowledge to answer this question? Did it require very much excellence in English? Yes or no? No, right? You just read the statement and you came up with the answer. And you can see that all of you just mentioned two only. None of you mentioned one, none of you mentioned three. Why? Because while reading only, by the reading itself, we are able to clarify that yes, second is going to be the right option. Yes, let's see it again. Can you pick the right one this time? All right. The answers are coming up as third, right? But none of you have mentioned one or two. Why? Okay, where this mentioned one. But can you see there is one issue in the first statement? Can somebody tell me what is the issue in the first statement? How many of you can notice that? The I'm third. Okay. Can somebody tell me what is the issue with the first statement? Like Ubaid, one of your colleagues has mentioned one. Can somebody tell me what is the issue with the first statement? Everything looks good. Do anything exactly. Very good. Overconfidence exactly. No, what is the issue is? The issue is I'm a very hardworking person. Good. Till here everything is fine. I'm very disciplined. Till here everything is fine. But I can do anything. This is not fine. You're not supposed to do everything. Because you're not supposed to do everything, anything in the company, right? You have some specific boundaries, and no one can do anything, right? Even I cannot do anything, even you guys cannot do anything, right? So that is why this I can do anything showcases overconfidence, showcases that yes, he's the person who's trying to brag about himself. Yes, very good, Brian. He's trying to think about himself. All right, that is the reason why first one is not the right answer. Obed, I hope it is clear. Okay, good. Now, guys, how can you improve, especially to crack the interviews? Now, this is very important. Whenever we go for the interviews, we generally get stuck in the questions what they ask, right? Let's say if you're going for an interview of a Python developer, or let's say data engineer, data analyst, so they can ask you questions related to CI/CD pipelines or just simply pipelines, right? So we get stuck over there. Why? Because we don't know what kind of questions can be asked over there, right? So the very first thing I'll suggest is make a list of frequently asked questions and prepare your own answers. Try to understand this. Prepare your own answers. Don't mug up your answers. Don't retain it. No need to know. Just mugging up and retaining the things. Try to understand the concept. Now, how you'll do that? You have to do this by writing and practicing them. Right? So make a list of frequently asked questions and prepare your own answers. Now read aloud and preferably record your voice. Now why we are suggesting you to record your voices so that you can see if you're able to know give your answer confidently or not. Correct? That is the reason why you have to record your voice as well. Get your vocabulary right along with the pronunciation. So I told you the vocabulary should be good and pronunciation should be appropriate. That doesn't mean that you have to use very refined vocabulary words, right? You can use very simple words. Okay, that is also fine. Okay, use short sentences with simple words. I told you simple words you can use and short sentences. See, guys, I'll tell you one thing. Every time, whenever a question is asked, try to make the answer as simple as possible. Fine, because even though there are a lot of complexities in the company, right? Already there are a lot of bugs, issues, as miscommunication, communication gap in the projects. And if you go over there and use very hectic words, which will be creating jargons, in that case, it will furthermore increase the, I'll say hecticness in the project, right? So you have to take care that every time. Whenever you're working somewhere, you have to use very simple words in the communication, right? Or even let's say if you are delegating your authority, if you're delegating something, or let's say if you're preparing a document, right? If you're documenting the steps, so that is how no in that places you have to use very simple words and vocabulary. All right. Avoid using jargons and accents that could confuse interviewers, right? So I have seen that when people what they try to do, they try to go for British accent, right? Once they just start speaking English, try to go for British accent. That is not required. Okay, unless and until if you are from foreign, if you are from no British or like the US or something, that case you can go for that, right? Otherwise it is not required. Okay, listen to understand first, then respond. Now this point is something very very important, which nowadays a lot of people face issue in. What they do basically, they don't listen to the question properly and they try to respond, right? So I think we had a discussion yesterday as well. I told you that before responding, what you have to do, you have to frame your answer, you have to construct your answer, you have to architect your answer, then you have to respond. All right. Now be cautious of the fillers you use. That is basically, actually, etc. Right. So these are the fillers which you use, right? So I told you, try to minimize the use of fillers. Fine. Let's say if you're not fluent in English, then try to know speak. I'll say slow. Right. If you don't have content with you, if you feel like that now, no, I'm sorry, I'm not able to speak very fluently. In that case, speak slow. But don't. No, I'll not say don't use, but try to minimize the use of fillers. All right. Okay. Now remember, interview is an experience. Interview is just a sort of experience. Interview is a way of getting feedback, right? That is why I was telling you yesterday itself that try to participate in the introduction part, right? Here you will just get the feedback that, let's say, Ubaid have to prepare for this and this thing. Prabhakaran has to work on this and this thing, right? You just get your feedback. Fine. It's just a conversation. I have seen this. People what they think. Let's say they are sitting for an interview. They think that the second person who is the interviewer, they feel him like he's the god. No, he's not a god. He's just a simple person. He's just trying to have a conversation with you, right? So just feel like that interview is nothing but a conversation only. All right. It's not short passport to job, right? Because after the interview there'll be a lot of rounds. So don't feel like that if I know I'm not able to perform good in the interview, I was feeling nervous, there will be a lot of no rounds apart from interview round as well. All right. Now, it is not a negative judgment. Don't take anything personally on your heart. Let's say whatsoever feedback is given to you, just take it on a constructive note, take it on a positive note, and try to work on that parameter. All right. It's not a life sentence. Let's say if I have like if I have said, Ubaid, you have to work on your, let's say, communication. Now, it is not a life sentence, right? Might be possible that after let's say after 1 month of rigorous, I'll say, practice or continuous efforts, Ubaid overcome this particular say the issue which he might be facing about regarding this communication. So Ubaid can work on that, right? So that is how you can work on your flaws, whatever your interviewer might be possible your friends are suggesting, right? So it's not a life sentence. You can work on that parameter, you can get out of it. All right, go ahead. Now, so do well and pose like it's your best one. Okay, so always do best, and now you have to perform like it's your best shot. All right, last chance. Now, how to land a job? Let's see things that we normally do. So, what we normally do, we just post our resume online, we register in our portals, and apply for all the jobs that are even close to what we are looking for, and get frustrated easily. I think all of us are doing the same thing. What we do, let's say I want to become a cloud engineer, or let's say I want to become a data engineer. So, what we do, we just quickly post our resume on LinkedIn, Indeed, Naukri.com, blah blah blah, everywhere, right? What we do, we register on portals, LinkedIn, Naukri.com, Indeed, right? Monster jobs. And then what we do, we apply for all the jobs that are even close to what we are looking for, right? Let's say if there's a post of data analyst and we want to become data engineer, what we'll do, we'll put up data analyst. No, we'll just fill up that position as well. Why? Because data was the word used over there. No, we don't have to do it. You have to look for your specific job role, or you can look for the other job role until or unless they are aligned with your skill sets. All right. Now, and get frustrated eventually. So what we do, we don't get called for the interviews, we don't get no any response from the interviewers. So what we feel like, then now everything is useless, right? Now what we actually have to do, let's look into that. So what actually we have to do is network. See guys, in this corporate world, it's a bitter truth, bitter fact that you have to increase your network, right? You have to expand your network. How will you do that? You can do that with the help of your alumni, you can do that with the help of your friends, right? So that you can get in touch with a lot of people who are already working in the industry on the same domain in which you might be working, right? In which you wish to work in. So expand your network with the help of LinkedIn or the social media platforms which we have right now. Fine. Ask friends, ask for information, internship. See guys, might be possible that you guys personally feel that if I'll be taking a referral of this friend, no, my ego will not be satisfied. See, in corporate culture, doesn't work. Fine. You can ask for referrals, you can ask for information, you can ask for internships opportunities, you can ask for full-time opportunities, right? So you can ask, because see, giving a referral is not kind of a mercy which you'll be getting from someone. Let's say Prabhakaran is giving a referral to Beth. So Prabhakaran is not no doing mercy on Ubaid. What Prabhakaran is doing, he's just giving his one, I'll say one count to Ubaid, and Ubaid will be, taking his point, and he has to prove him right. Right, that yes, I was the right person for this particular job role. And once Ubaid will be selected, with let's say with flying colors. So what will happen? Prabhakaran will be promoted. Prabhakaran will be incentivized. Right? So that doesn't work. That let's say Prabhakaran is doing let's say if referral for Ubaid, then he might be doing mercy. No. Prabhakaran will be incentivized if Ubaid will be selected. All right. So in corporate culture, we go for referrals. That is fine. Okay. Follow up with the hiring managers. So what we generally do, let's say there's a particular person, let's say XYZ. He's hiring for the role of, let's say, data engineer. Let's say I am the person, I'm the HR. Let's say Yash is the HR, and Prabhakaran wants to become data engineer. So what Prabhakaran did, he just put up a mail to me, or let's say he tried to reach me through LinkedIn. He just put up a mail that yes, I want to work in your company at the position for the role of data engineer. Fine, fine. Prabhakaran did this. Now I saw Prabhakaran profile. It was very good, but I was not no, I was not having enough time to respond back. So what I did, I just thought that in the evening I'll reply, but I forgot. Now, Prabhakaran, what he thought that see, Yash was not replying. Yash didn't reply, so might be possible that he's not interested with me. Right? No, that is not the case. You have to follow up with the hiring managers. Even they are dealing with a lot of people, right? Following up with the hiring managers is the most important thing, which we know generally misses up, right? Now, negotiate wisely. Look at the whole package, not just the salary. Can somebody please make it clear? Negotiate wisely. Look at the whole package, not just the salary. What does it mean? Can somebody tell me? All right, Ankur. What kind of opportunities provided in the industry? The growth prospect, all right. What about others? What can it be? Work culture, okay. What else? Very good, Dhananjay. And very good, Ankur, as well, right? Growth prospect, I can say that. Work-life balance. The company reputation, good. The company reputation, very good. That's a good point. See, the work culture, the work-life balance, right? The healthy environment, the surroundings, right? The office politics. You have to look into all these aspects. Now, how can you look into that? You can get in touch with the communities. Let's say we have communities, in the Glassdoor we have community office communities, right? In the Indeed as well we have office communities. Yes or no? So you can get in touch with these communities and you can get the insights of the company. All right, fine, let's move ahead. Now, tips. Guys, till here everything is clear. Till this 14th slide, is everything clear? Yes or no? All right. So, right. Now, tips. Don't be shy. Find a mentor. Take time to choose. Be prepared for the unexpected. I think these points are pretty clear, right? That you don't have to be shy in asking for referrals and going for the interviews. You don't have to feel shy, right? Find a mentor. And definitely, I hope you understand what do you mean by find a mentor. Just find a good mentor who will be helping you throughout your journey. Let's say for an interview process or the preparation process, find a good mentor for you, right? Take time to choose. See, guys, this point is important. What generally happen, I'll tell you the real scenario, what generally happens in the industry. Let's say Nilesh wants to apply for a particular job role. Let's data engineer. Fine. Now what happened? Let's say Nilesh started applying from January onwards, and Nilesh was super confident that till the end of this February, I'll get the job. And within these 2 months, January and February, I'll get a job. But what happened due to unforeseen circumstances, and let's say due to recession, Nilesh was not able to get a job till April end. Now what will happen? Nilesh is already delayed for by 2 months, right? Now anything, whatsoever job might be coming up in May, Nilesh will try to grab the opportunity, even if the job is not relevant to his particular domain. Yes or no? This generally happens, right? Because Nilesh is already delayed by 4 months. He just thought that he'll get a job in 2 months, but he's already delayed by 4 months. So now his confidence is already broken up, right? I don't personally feel like that online paid mentors are not required. See, mentor is something, who will be helping you in your journey. Mentor can be your parents, mentor can be your trainers who are teaching you, mentor can be your friends as well, right? Mentor is not something which is always elder to you, right? Okay. Now, back to the point. Now, Nilesh might be frustrated because of this, and he'll be grabbing opportunity which is not even relevant to his domain. This can be happen, right? I hope you agree on this. Yes or no? This can happen or not? So, guys, take time to choose. Don't rush for the things which are coming up in your way. Right? You don't have to worry about that. Take time and choose wisely. Now, be prepared for the unexpected. So, what do we mean by this? Can somebody tell me? Be prepared for the unexpected. What do we mean by this? Yes, it may take time. Now, be prepared for the unexpected here means that might be possible. Let's say you have applied for a job role. Let's say on 10th of April. Might be possible you'll get a reply on 11th of April itself. So you have to prepare for the unexpected. As we've done data science, what are other job role we can apply? See, Raghunath, I'll not be right. right person to comment on this, right? Because then I'm not from the domain of Python and data science, right? Like I like handle technologies related to cloud, Linux, and the soft skills, right? If it was a cloud batch or a Linux batch, I would have gone ahead and tell you that what are the opportunities. But in data science, what I believe that you can go for data scientist, data engineer, data analyst, fine, data I'll say specialist. There are no extraction specialist, specialist. So I think these are the 3 to 4 job roles which I have personally, known that people are applying for. But if in case you want to go in deep, so you can ask your trainer about this. All right, you can just drop a mail to support team. They'll connect you with any of the industry professional, so they'll guide you about this. All right, okay, let's move ahead. Now, how to apply for jobs? Let's see what is the process. The process is, okay, these are just the objectives. See, the very first thing is job search engines. So we already discussed what are the job search engines. Your LinkedIn, your Indeed, and Naukri.com, your monsterjobs.com. These are the job search engines. Then the career websites. I think you might have noticed that a lot of companies have these career websites. Yes or no? Let's say Infosys careers, careers at Infosys, careers at TCS, careers at Amazon, right? So go for these career websites and no, let's every day, not every day, I'll say, once in a week, try to get the updates of the career websites. Let's see if the any job opening is there, if the portal opens or not. Every company have career portal. Yes, a lot of companies, not every company, but a lot of companies have. Okay, now professional networks. Now see guys, all the thing comes to one point, that is your network. How good your professional network is, right? That is for your referral part. Fine. Let's move ahead. Now write a cover letter. Now see guys, okay, can somebody tell me what do we mean by a cover letter? I think the CV and resume difference is clear. I think we had a discussion on this. Now can somebody tell me what is a cover letter? Can you tell me what is a cover letter? As I cannot see your responses. If you want, you can raise your hand. I'll give you mic access. Description of resume, giving small intro in mail. Okay, quick intro. Good. Move descriptive of career journey. No idea. Fine, fine. Good guys. Good start. I'll say good start as compared to yesterday. I'll tell you. See, what cover letter is? Cover letter is nothing but a personalized message to the senior HR. That's it. Fine. Let's say I'm Yash. I'm the hiring authority. I'm the hiring manager. So let's say Nishant want to apply for data engineer. So what Nishant will do? Nishant will write a personalized message, a personal message to me. That is nothing but your cover letter. See, I'll show you. It may be written over here. Okay, it's not written, but I'll show you. In the coming slides, we have this. Cover letter is nothing but a personalized message. So what we'll do, we'll write the address of the company, then the person whom we are writing it to it. Let's say we might have written application for in the schools. Let's say application for 2 days sick leave, no application for going home, right? Cover letter cover the requirement part and trying to make the recruiter understanding the requirements. Trying to make the recruiter understanding the requirements. No, Ankur, not the case. See, cover letter is nothing but a personalized message to the HR which showcases the skills you have, right? Cover letter is nothing but a way. No, where you can showcase your skills outside your resume and CV. See, what happened basically, I'll tell you. Tell me honestly, everybody prepares CV and resume, right? Let's say Ankur is also creating one CV and resume. Nilesh is also preparing on CV and resume. Prabhakaran is also preparing on CV and resume. Everyone is doing this. But is everyone preparing a cover letter as well? No, that is not the case, right? Not everybody looks for the cover letter part, right? So that is the reason why if you're creating cover letter, no, you are getting, you are basically increasing your chances of selection, right? And it is something which is used to showcase your skills, your admirations, your development, your growth and learning outside your CV. Everybody will be preparing CV, but no HR will be going thoroughly reading all your CV contents, right? They look for the cover letter. That is the reason why 40%, I'll say not 40, 60 to 70% employers are likely to pay more attention when a cover letter is attached. All right, when a cover letter is included. Now, cover letter gives you the opportunity to sell your credentials, showing you is a good fit. Fine. So look at it as like a sales pitch. Fine. So you might have seen that. Let's say if good a cover letter, this good Like how good I have explained about myself, right? See, I'll tell you. See, personalized message to the recruiter slash team, right? So I'll tell you one thing, guys. Just go into any of the resume building website. Let's say if it's a Novo Resume or Canva, just go for the cover letter section. Yeah, Nishan, that is what I'm talking about. I don't have any cover letter as such with me now because this is my office laptop. So do one thing, just visit any of your website, Canva or Novo Resume, try to make a cover letter over there. And in the template part, you will see that the very first thing on the right side corner will tell you, let's say this is a cover letter, okay? Let's say this is a cover letter. In the right side corner, the top side right side corner, it will be the address of the company. You're writing this. In the here, in the middle, it will be the name of the HR and the designation, and in between your matter, and in the last, your name and your signature. That's it. Fine. This is how cover letter is written up. Fine. So you can see that a chance to justify why you are going to be the right fit, why you are going to be the right candidate. Fine, shows that you are very interested. Now, definitely, everybody is preparing CV, everybody is preparing resume, but if you're going for the cover letter, it shows that you are more interested in this particular job role, right? Now, shows that you put in the required effort. Definitely, if you are reading a cover letter, this showcases that you have no just did something extra. All right. Now, opportunity to include details outside your CV. We already discussed that, and a personal message to the HR. Fine. Guys, any doubt so far till here? Any doubt? Till here, any doubt? No? Okay, fine. Now, steps. Get your resume ready. See, guys, now, very important thing which you have to make sure is that your font size should be good. Let's say I am creating a resume of one page. Fine. Now, in this one page, please tell again those websites. It is Novo Resume and Canva. Let me write in the chat box. It's Novo Resume and Canva. Right? Okay. Now see guys, get your alignment properly and choose a proper font size. Let's say I'm creating a resume of one page. Fine. So in that one page, I have to make sure that my all the headlines, let's say I'm going for the headlines part, then my headline should be no, then my headline should be of let's say 12 size. Then all the headlines should be of 12 only. It's not a case that one headline is 12, one headline is 14, one headline is only 8, right? All the headlines should be 12, all the sub headlines should be 10, all the content should be in 8. This should be, your approach. All right. And always try to follow one page rule. And there's a one page rule that says that all your content should be written in one page. Try to, concise your content. Fine. Okay. Get your resume advice. Now, from where you'll get your resume advice, I will suggest you go for your trainers. Fine. Go for your trainers. Ask them that, sir, we have created this resume. Please have a look into this and tell us what we can improve. Fine. So your trainers will be telling you about this. Or you can do one thing, you can get your resume advice from the people who are already working in the industry. They will let you know like what kind of projects which you have to include, what sort of things you have to modify in the CV or the resume. So get your resume advice from them. And last thing is proofread your resume. Now where will you getting a proof ready? So give it to any of the industry experts or your IT trainers or to your the people who are working in the domain. So get verified. So get it verified whether your resume is up to date or not. All right, fine. Now steps, that is interview process. What are the interview process? The very first process is your screening round, then your phone call, then your video call, and your final call. Now guys, this is how basically the interview process works. I'll tell you what is a screening round. Screening round is nothing but your CV shortlisting. No, let's say there are three vacancies for the data engineer role, and let's say 300 people have applied for this. I'll tell you honestly, what happens in this screening round, in this CV shortlisting part, more than 70%, almost 70% of the student gets, their CV are not shortlisted. They don't take into consideration that more than 70% of the students. Only 20 to 30% students proceed for the phone call round. I'll tell you, this is the actual reality because I've personally seen it. Even I take mock interviews, I take technical interviews of cloud batch, AWS precisely. So I take mock interviews and technical interviews. I've seen, even I don't prefer students whose CVs are not good. HR, there is one HR who's working behind and working with me. So she don't take the CVs of the students or the people who don't have good qualifications with them, right? CVs are not properly aligned, right? So we didn't don't take these things into consideration. That is the reason why just work on your CV and resume, get your CV advice from your seniors. Okay. Now the second step would be phone call. You might have seen that generally HR of the companies calls you that let's say uh, Prabhakaran, you have applied for this in this job role. So is it the right time to have a conversation, right? So they will tell you about the job role and they will ask you for the introduction round and everything. So phone call round is nothing but an HR round. It's a kind of, it's a kind of, I'll say, introduction round. Fine. Then we go for the video call round. That is nothing but your technical round, which is the most important round, the technical round. Fine. Once you clear the technical round, then again it will going to be the HR round. That is the final round where you'll be discussing about the salary, perks, and benefits. Is it clear to everyone? The interview processes? Yes or no? Good. Fine. All right. Let's move ahead. Now, see, guys. The employment test. Now there can be three kind of tests. One is pre-employment test, then one is talent test, and one is background checks. Now what happens? There are sometimes pre-employment tests. Now what are these pre-employment tests? These are nothing but your analytical uh, availability, no eligibility round, and then your there's one more thing. I think it's reasoning round, something like this, right? So these are the three rounds which generally happens: analytical round, verbal round, and your reasoning logical ability round, right? So in this, basically, they'll be trying to check your, I'll say, no skills, that whether you are able to know hard skills. They'll be trying to check whether you are a critical thinker or not, whether you are able to think analytically or not, right? So they'll be checking your these skills, your maths, your reasoning, and everything, right? Now they can be a talent test. Now what is this talent test? These talent tests are nothing but your technical test. They'll be giving you assignments and they'll be asking you to solve it. Okay, how many of you have experienced that many of the companies give their assignments, right? And they ask you to complete the assignments in, let's say, 1 week and then submit back. Have you listened to this? Have you ever heard about this? That companies do before the assignment rounds. They give you the assignments and they ask you to submit it within 1 day or 2 day or 3 day, and then they judge you on the basis of your submission, right? So this is the assignment round or the talent test round. Now in the last step, it will be background check. So what companies do? They call your previous employer and ask for the background checks. That what was his attitude, what was his work. That is the reason why, guys, never ever go for the pessimism part. All right, always try to find optimistic things from your previous employers as well. Fine. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, screening your job application. Now, follow instructions, don't get fancy, design, not decorate. So, what does it mean? If you want to go ahead and design your CV or your resume, that is perfectly fine. No issues in that. But don't unnecessarily decorate it, because not we are not the students of college, we are not the students of schools anymore, right? We're not working on school projects or something. We're working on the professional thing, right? So don't decorate. You can design your CV, you can know design your resume, that is fine, but don't decorate. All right, clear? Is it clear to everyone? Yes, good. Let's move ahead. Now, job offers. Money matters, but so does other things. What are these other things? I think we already had a discussion. Quickly, I want to answer from everyone. What are these other things? Your work life balance, right? Your work environment, right? This is what basically comes into other things, right? Then your benefits and perks. Now, what are the benefits you'll be getting? Let's say the sick leave, the paid holidays, right? The unpaid holidays, the OH, off holidays. These are the things which are comes under your benefits and perks. Let's say you are working for 6 months. What is the hike, right? What is the incentive process? Flexibility and culture. What is the work culture? Is it good or not? Is it healthy or not? That, and what is the flexibility? Is it the do we have flexible hours or not? Right? Hours in travel, like for how many hours you have to work, let's say for 8 hours or 9 hours, and how many how many days in a week you have to work. So all these things you have to look upon, all right, in the job offers, right? Right. Now the paperwork is something that you have to apply, so just move ahead. Now guys, tips to build a great CV. All right, so now we are just going to discuss how to build a great CV. how to work on a resume part. That is your resume, I'll say, building process. Fine. So guys, we'll be starting with it. Till here, any queries, any sort of questions if you want to ask? Is everything clear to everyone? All right. If it is clear, let's move ahead then. All right. Now let's see what do we have in this. Do we need to be engaged LinkedIn? Yes, definitely, Raghunath. You have to include your LinkedIn as well. All right. Let's see, guys. Poor practices that lead to writing a bad resume. What are these? Before we are shortlisted for an interview, our resume speaks much more than we expect. So I told you in the screening round, we have this CV shortlisting. A lot of students not are even able to clear this round, right? Just a second, guys. All right. Now, bad resume or CV equals to poor job candidate, right? We'll see what we are talking about. Now, first of all, lack of specifics. Most of us are unaware on the points that need to be emphasized in our resume. So, what does it mean? You know what we generally do? We write anything. We write anything just for the sake of writing. Let's say I'm applying for a data engineer role. Now I have created one resume CV. Let's say because of any chance, data engineer role is not available and data analyst role is available. So what we'll do is use the same CV and paste it over there. That's it. Copy, paste, copy, paste. This is what we generally do. My friend has created a CV. Now I'll not be doing any hard work. I'll just get his CV. I'll just get his resume. I'll just edit my name. I think most of us have done most of us have done this. Yes or no? Honestly tell me. We do this, right? My friend has created one CV. Let me just write my name over there. Let me just no uh, copy paste my name over there. We have done this, yes or no? So we don't have to carry out this, right? So same for all applications. So I'll tell you, we think that one resume is enough for multiple roles. No, I I think I just told you right away, right? That one CV is not enough. Let's say if you're applying for 4 job roles, then your CV should be different for each and every one, right? Responsibilities versus accomplishments. Now, what we generally do, many of us know mistake that responsibility and accomplishment are same. No, these are two different things. Accomplishment is something that you have achieved on being on one single role. Responsibility is something that you have taken up on being once on the same role. Let's say I'm working as a data engineer. So my responsibility was that I have to know work on the data and I have to extract the data. I have to clean the data. I have to get out the what we have. I think we have this plotting and something in this data science field, right? We have to work on the data. We have to get the optimized data. We have to get the what is that? I think we just work on this. What we call that statistical part, right? Basically, in which we get for the the possibilities of yes or no. So what we call that? I'm not able to get the right word in my mind. We have to manipulate the data, right? So these are the particular responsibility that I have to perform. But what are the accomplishment? The accomplishments are that on as being a data engineer, I have done this and this amount of work as being a data engineer, right? So these are the accomplishment. So many of us get confused in this part, right? So you have to distinguish among them. Now visually unattractive. So what happens? Too many inconsistencies in terms of fonts, colors, and can give a headache to your employer. Now you tell me one thing. Let's say I'm giving you my resume CV. Now my resume CV is having a lot of errors, grammatical errors, spelling errors, fonts are not correct, colors are are not matching. One line is going there, one line is going here, one line is going to Kashmir, one line is going to Kanyakumari, right? So a lot of inconsistencies are there, right? So in that case, you will not be interested to shortlist my CV. And to be very honest, this is happening. A lot of students send me this kind of resume, right? This is happening. Okay. So you have to work on that part. Now, now tips to build a great CV. So this is one of the same thing which we discussed right away. Now, building a LinkedIn profile. Now, guys, this is important. Just have a look into this. Now, building a LinkedIn profile, how we can go for that? Be more visible in the industry. Now, how can you be more visible in the industry? You can be more visible in the industry by regularly posting on LinkedIn, regularly coming online. This is how we can become visible in the industry. Demonstrate your knowledge and credibility. How? You can demonstrate your project, you can demonstrate your certificates, you can demonstrate your existence by doing stuffs, online stuffs, right? Let's say I've got rank 100 in code chef, I've got rank 20 in hacker rank, right? So this is how basically you can demonstrate your knowledge and credibility. Learn and improve your skills. Now what happens, let's say I am good in data science field, right? But I have to constantly learn new things, because machine learning is not a, I'll say, is not a small thing, right? Machine learning and artificial intelligence itself is a broad category, right? It's a domain, it's an entire world. So you have to deep dive into the concepts of machine learning and AI, right? Learn and improve your existing skills, because there's still a lot of to learn, right? A lot to learn in that part. Be up to date with the industry trends, right? Let's say right now ChatGPT was there, but now we have one more thing. What is Gemini, right? So you have to work on these things. You have to work on industry trends. Now, what are the upcoming trends in the country right now? Okay, find good career opportunities. Now, good career opportunity is find a good job role which can give you substantial growth in your upcoming future. Find Build a personal brand and identity. Now, what do we mean by a personal brand and identity? I'll show you in the coming slides. Fine. Find great mentors. So we already discussed that. So guys, any doubt in this so far? Any doubt? No. All right. Now see guys, examples of good LinkedIn. Now I will show you what do we mean by personal brand and identity. Fine. See. This person is Ankur Variko. So what Ankur did? Ankur is the founder of WebVeda. So what WebVeda is his own, basically he writes book and he pastes it over there, right? He WebVeda is a kind of book page which he have, right? So you know what Ankur do? He's basically trying to create his own identity, own personal brand, right? He's a content creator, right? Art, that very true. He's a speaker, he's an author, he's an eternal optimist, right? So that is how you have to basically work on your own brand. Now, one more is there. That is Neil Patel. He's co-founder at his own digital, Neil Patel Digital. Fine. So this is how basically we have to work on your brand and identity. Now, Avinash Kaushik. He's the best-selling author. Why? He's writing his own books. Fine. So you have to know, good do something that can create your own brand, that can create your own identity in this no in this trending culture right now. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, these are just the links which you can use. Now, guys, approaching on LinkedIn. Now, this is very, very, very important. How to approach on LinkedIn, how to follow up on LinkedIn, how to approach a mentor, how to follow up with a mentor, how to approach via mail, how to follow up on the mail. Fine. Now, let's look into it. Now, how to approach for a job? Quick greeting. Let's say I'm interacting with a recruiter, an HR, or an hiring authority. So what I'll do, I'll go for a quick greeting. That is, hope you're doing well. Please excuse my reaching out to you unintroduced. What you're looking for? I'm interested in applying for an XYZ position at your organization. How you are looking for it? I would be humbled to earn a chance to add value to your organization's mission of XYZ. Right? How you would like to proceed? I would love to share some of examples of my work and have a further conversation about why I might be a good fit. Make a request. Please do let me know if we can discuss further, and if you can connect with me someone who can be of my any assistance, right? And the close the greeting part, that is, I appreciate your consideration, thank you and have a great day. Now what I did, I followed up with the recruiter, not followed up, I just sent a request to a recruiter on LinkedIn. So these are the 6 points which you have to take into consideration. All right, then let's see how to follow with the LinkedIn recruiter. Thank them. Now first of all, I'll be thanking them. Why? Can somebody tell me why I'll be thanking them? I want to see your responses. Why am I going to thank them? Yes, Raghunath, very good for connecting. You know what happens in LinkedIn? We have to send request. Yes or no? We have to send the connection request. Correct? So they have accepted your request. That is why thank them. That is, dear Mr. Miss XYZ, Thank you connecting with me. I truly appreciate it. Now, what you're looking for. Again, I would love to talk about how my knowledge, skills, and abilities would make a good fit for the XYZ job opening at XYZ. Share documents. I'm sharing my CV and portfolio for reference. Now, guys, see, can somebody tell me what is a portfolio? What is a portfolio? What is a portfolio? So basically, portfolio is nothing but your resume. All right. So in formal language, we call it as CV and portfolio, not as CV and resume. Fine. Looking forward to hearing from you and thank you. That is make a request and close the greeting. That's it. Is it clear how you have to follow up and send a request to the recruiter on LinkedIn? Is it clear to everyone? Yes or no? Good. Now we'll be seeing how to follow up and send a request to the subject matter expert. That is your industry professionals. Fine. So everything would be same, right? Everything would be same in this part, but the only difference would be yes, Raghunath, definitely you have to work on your CV resume both. CV, resume, cover letter, all the three. Fine. Now see guys, how to approach a person on the LinkedIn. That is a subject matter expert. See, quick greeting. The same thing. What you are looking for. That is, let me start it from the beginning. Hope you're doing well. Please excuse my reaching out to you unintroduced. I'm looking to grow my knowledge in the XYZ by learning from experts like yourself. I think it's clear what you're looking for and what we're grading. Now, why you're looking for it. I found your thoughts and articles extremely insightful, especially the one on XYZ. That why you are looking for it. How you would like to proceed. Please do let me know if we can connect on any time for a quick call, or if you can connect me with me someone who can help me with the required guidance. Correct? Now make a request and close a greeting. I appreciate your time and consideration. Thank you and have a great day. Now basically what I did, we followed the same 6 steps, but you will see one thing, that is reminder, right? That is you have a remember part that you won't be able to see in this recruiter part. Why? Because recruiter is someone who will have to get deal with this message, but a subject matter expert is not someone who will be dealing with these kind of things. That is the reason why try to stay in touch without overdoing or irritating them, right? So you don't have to irritate them because they are not the recruiters. Fine. So you don't have to irritate them. Now let's move ahead. Now follow up part will be same. So we don't have to discuss that. It is one and the same thing, right? Which we have discussed in the, you know, in the previous part for your recruiter thing. Now it will be email part, that how to go ahead and approach via email. So this one is the same thing. Email part is easy. Subject, job application for name of position, name of organization. Let's say job application for cloud engineer at any of the company, let's say Infosys or TCS. Job application for data engineer hyphen TCS, right? Like this. Now attachments, CV, portfolio, and cover letter. Now you might be able to see CV, portfolio, and cover letter. Nowhere it is written as resume. Why? Because portfolio is the second name of our resume. Now, dear Mr. and Miss Last Name, I came across a very exciting position on your job portal that I believe fits me perfectly. I'm really interested in applying for the position of XYZ. I think this is clear that what we are looking for. Now, why we are looking for it. After reading the job description and requirements and matching it with my own experiences, I know that I would be an asset at your organization. Why we are looking for it. I have recently graduated with an XYZ degree from ABC College. I'm now looking to apply my skills in a multinational agency, startup organization like ABC. As an XYZ, I believe that I can implement the concept that I have learned. Right? Now, how you'd like to proceed? I have attached a cover letter, resume, my portfolio, and certificates. So, resume ideally should not be there. I think it's a misprint for your consideration. I would love to talk to you in more detail regarding this career opportunity. I look forward to hearing this is a quick greeting. I look for basically closing the greeting and making the request. I look forward. Could you please explain about portfolio? Portfolio is nothing Harshad but the resume only. Okay, one and the same thing. Same thing. I look forward to hearing back from you regarding my application. Thank you for your time and consideration. Fine. So this is how basically I have to approach on email. So I think was the last slide only. So guys, we have successfully completed the second slide as well. Any second PPT basically. Any doubt in this, guys? Anything which you want to ask? Don't you think we have fake most of it? See, uh, Lagunath, I'll not be commenting on this because it happens. Okay. it happens, right? So, see, the thing is, you have to know. I'll tell you one thing, guys. In this IT culture, you have to stick to them. I must say that when I stepped into this IT field, I worked as a cloud engineer earlier. Then I worked as a senior cloud engineer. Then I worked as a project head. So when I stepped into this field, even I approached a lot of people. You won't believe that every day I applied on in 100 companies every day. Hey, this is the Raghunath. This is the thing which you have to do. If you want to go ahead and boost your career in this particular domain, you have to be nice with everyone. Okay, you cannot compromise your existence. You cannot compromise your personality. Just you cannot showcase your ego everywhere, right? Right? See, you can be. See, I'm not saying that you can't be honest. You have to be honest. All right, you can start now. Prajakta, I'm waiting for you. All right. I think there's some issue with the connection with Prajakta. I hope. Fine. So, guys, Manjunath, Pushpak, and Ashwini are here. You can start. Any one of you can start.
Yeah, good morning, team. We all know that India is a democratic country, and India has the largest number of youth. We all know that a youth group is a class that consists of people from 14 years to from the age range from 14 years to 40 years. It's the age group that's we called as a youth. And today, India has the largest number of people of this age group in this country. We all know that. And this is the class that is the most powerful and physically and mentally powerful group in this age group. Those who make every effort for the development of the country and their families. So we have to choose the young peoples into the politics, and we have to make our country to strong among all the in the world. Like, guys, anybody can continue?
Am I audible?
Yes, Ashwini, you're audible.
Yeah,
Please
good
go.
morning. So this is regarding the youth in politics. So what I believe youth can change a dramatic stage in the politics. That is, means the youth are with the new innovative ideas, with the zeal of work. They are having some challenges. They are ready to meet the challenges. They are energetic. They want to do something new which is not exist in the present scenario. So moreover, they can come with the particular new things with the new innovations, I believe. So youth are playing very important role in the politics. Every year there is a new newcomers in the for voting list in the politics area, and the political parties, they are taking advantage of this kind of energies, what I believe.
Yeah, today in the politics of India, only the elders only dominated, and only in the few young people are in the politics. Right.
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah. One of the reasons for this political reasons for this that the political atmosphere in India uh, is a day by day the true politicians have been replaced and by people greedily for power and wealth. That's why India is a lack of in development. So we have to prefer the young. young and youths to the youth get into the politics?
Great. So any contribution from Prajakta?
Sorry to interrupt you. Myself Prabhakaran, but I love this topic to discuss more about. Okay, so I'm part of South Indian side. Okay, so usually the youth, the youth, young people more interested to involve in politics. But the thing is, the old people, like in case the old party, they are continuously involving her farm. They are continuously involving in family papers. Like example, we have a lot of. I think there are three more parties in South Indian. Example, Tamil Nadu, DMK and then ADMK, and then one more party is BJP. So apart from BJP and ADMK and then DMK, they entirely involved one family. Example, DMK earlier is Karnanidhi, then CM. Again that all in. Again they're introducing a child like in Udaynidhi. So people are interested, but the older party not allowing to the youngsters in politics.
Okay, so I have a discrepancy over here, Prabhakaran. Don't you feel like the youths are not capable enough to handle this load? Are youths actually influential? Will they be able to handle the load?
Hello.
We are able to handle the load, but we don't get the proper opportunity to contribute to our politics now.
So what proper opportunity you guys know the youth, as a youth, I will say they want? What proper opportunity? What is that thing? Nobody is stopping anyone, right?
Actually,
Yes, exactly. But we need some support from we need some support from the youths, and means it's a politics, and we are living in the society, and we need a support from the society.
All right.
I
Yes,
can
Ankur,
say hello.
yes, Raghunath, you can continue, and after that, Ankur, you can raise a question. No issues.
I can say anybody can get political influence and reference and support also if you are good at in that work. We can see that recently Annamalaya, he started recent political career. He is getting more famous day by day. And as earlier one of guy mentioned that there is a family things goes in politics. We can say more number of people are not getting into the politics because it's totally mess up things, and we have to be active in that for ups and downs. There will be lot of ups and downs. Still have to be good with everything and good with the people. So we can't put our personal things in politics. There our youth will lack, and more number of people are not at all interested in politics presently. Like youths, they are just interested about the new technology, new trends,
All
and
right, fine.
okay.
Yes, Ankur, you can raise a point now. Then we'll continue with the second block.
Yeah, I have a question with the point that youth should be selected in the politics. I would like to ask a question that if a youth is selected into the politics, he has a compulsive nature and that can take a wrong decision, which can have a big impact. So how can we ensure that these things do not happen? And if a age limit is set, then it must be of some importance and thought about the point. So I
Yes,
have this question.
that's a good question. Who can
Yes,
answer?
I do also agree with the point. But the thing is, the politics, they are not directly involving to the youth into the active politics. They are just taking the ideas, they are taking just the flavor what they want to do, so they can just have and reference and the ideas from the youth. So they don't have any active participation directly into the current politics. I do understand that they don't have any experience, they don't have any influence. So the senior leaders, the team members, they are just taking the influence, they are just taking the ideas from the youth, and they start work on the in the right direction. This much I can say.
Currently
Some of
also
the
they are
national
currently
parties are giving the opportunities for the youths. I really don't take the name of the parties. Some of the parties in South India, I have seen I have seen 3 to 4 members in young age. Like after the college only, they have get into the politics. I have seen these people are very working very well in South India, especially like in Karnataka. I have seen that.
All
Yeah, do
right.
agree. Means the exceptions may be there, but not always. If we are talking in general, so generic thing is this. But we are talking. I think you are talking about some exceptions.
And
So that are always there.
exactly, if the youth get into the politics, they need to make some groundworks like Annamalai.
Yes.
So they must be doing the great homework behind
exactly.
this. So it's a long exercise.
He was a IPS officer. He worked in several states like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. He worked in and he do the some groundworks and he collected the data. Then he resigned his work and get into the active politics.
So means
All
he
right.
had done the very good homework.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, may I speak?
Yes, Raghunath, the final point from your side, and then we'll conclude.
Okay. Any youth who want to be come as a leader or want to be in politics, no, he should start from basics, from child only. He can like in classroom we select as a we make a leaders like monitor in the class. If he really want to be like lead the some things, he will stand up to be a monitor. In college also we will run for the president election in college. There also we can come up ourselves as a leader. These these stages will help us to shape us as a leader. So there is no need of any such influence if you want to be leader. Like if I really want to be leader, I can stand myself in those places like I mentioned in school and college. So I like that if you want to be leader in real politics, you start with the basic panchayat election. There you get the proper things. Here, they in panchayat, you don't have to be political career like you have family background there. If you are good at in
Yes.
your village, you can be leader of that village easily.
Yes. So we can just straight away conclude that if you have a charismatic personality, you can be a leader, right?
I would like to add something to this.
Yes.
Nowadays, we have seen also many young leaders are getting very famous. I think for a leader, approachability to the leader, if it is easily approachable by the people look for approachability and connection and direct connect with the leader. As we have seen, if a young person is going into public, speaking with them directly, eating with them, listening to their problems, and people feel that they can directly relate to that person and directly convey their problem with them, with him or her. Then that is also I think plays
Yes.
a crucial
Absolutely.
role.
You mean to say approachable?
Approachable. A leader should be
Yes.
approachable irrespective
Absolutely.
of his age.
Yeah,
If he's a person is very experienced but he's not approachable, you have a very senior leader but it's very difficult to approach him. On the other hand, you have a young person who comes to your home, talks with your problems. That thing I think that nowadays is very eye catching for people.
Sure. Great.
I agree with
Thank you.
Prashant. Recently, we have seen
Yes.
that
Raghunath will be concluding here. All right. We'll just wait up your points for the next lady, right? Okay.
okay.
It was good, I can say. In
Thank
the
you, everyone.
beginning, you required a start, but later on, it was you raised some good points. That was good. All right. So can we just start with the second group? What was the Okay? Can we start with Ankur's group? Ankur, how many participants you had in a group?
Shall we sign off?
Yeah, you can sign off, Ashwani. It was good.
Four.
Four. Ankur, can you just name them?
Somi, Harsad, and Asutosh.
Somi, Harshad, and Ashad. Okay. You guys can please turn on your camera. All right. So your topic will be unemployment in India, right? Or you can say employment
Okay.
issues in India. So you have 2 minutes. We'll start at 8:42. All right. All right, we can start now. Please start your camera and we can start.
Okay, so let's start.
Just a second, Ankur. You, Ashutosh, Harshad, and Somi, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somi, can you please turn on your camera? All right, you can start now.
Yeah, unemployment currently in the current scenario is a big problem and it's getting bigger and bigger as we are having more automation and AI is taking up the jobs that previously were handled by the people. And due to geopolitics, also there is not enough work from overseas client as India is dependent on overseas client as it is and a large service-based
So, Ankur,
country.
you don't
And
have to read it from somewhere, right? You're reading it from somewhere, right?
no, I'm not reading it. I have just uh, misnoted some point I have
No,
made
no, no, no,
just
no,
right
no,
now.
no, no, no. You don't have to use any reference. You just have to speak on your own, right? That is how we can
Yeah,
see that what is your thought process, right?
yeah, I'm speaking on my own only.
Yeah, I really
Within,
understand that. You are speaking on your own. I do understand. But even you don't have to look at your page. I know that you might have written on your own. I totally understand. But still, you don't have to take any reference, okay?
okay.
Yeah, please start again.
Yeah, today unemployment is a very big problem as we are seeing that currently uh, the unemployment is growing bigger and bigger as there are very few countries, as there are very few opportunities being generated and currently the AIs and the automation part is taking up the jobs which were previously handled by the industries. And as automation is cost effective and there is no lacks in automation, so industries are more likely to adopt automation. And currently, India is a service-based country, so it is more dependent on the overseas client. And due to geopolitic tension or the war, the condition is getting worse and we are not having enough work from the client side. So it is also one of the points which is affecting more unemployment. And currently the youth is getting uh, more and more educated, but the job the job that is required to fill all the unemployment is not currently available in the country. So we need to work on this point and we need to understand that we are a human based economy, not on automation, because in Europe, automation is required because the population is very low. So they don't have enough person to carry out the whole work. But India, we have enough youth and people to carry out the whole work.
So the thing is, yeah, but adding to this, yeah, unemployment is rising, but as automation and the new AI tools are coming up, I think conventional jobs and the traditional jobs are getting the opportunity getting declining. But I think the new jobs are coming. The new with the new technologies, with the new opportunities, the new jobs are coming. Also, the new thing I think it is always a recurring and debatable topic, the employment and all. But I think the time goes, the conventional traditional job will go with time, and new job will come as per as the new technology, as far as the new technology and new innovations will come up. The new job will also come.
I go ahead.
Yes, Ashutosh, you can start. See, if no one is speaking, you can start.
Uh, Unemployment in the past few years is a major problem in India for Indian scenario, whether it is in a formal sector or informal sector. Some of the things happen like notbandi, demonetization, and some COVID things have happened for 2 years. Uh, but in a recent few days, the previous RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan said in infrastructure sector, the India got more job, but in informal sector, other there is a less job provided to the youth, and some the government states you can see the government has not managed their vacancies for the government jobs, or it's for employment. It is a state matter to provide job to the youth for the development of the country, or for any country. It is a matter of the state to invest in his youth for the growth, for the further growth. So to maintain it in uh, what we can say, in a formal sector, or whether it in informal sector. Whether we in past few days we have seen some companies have laid off their employment due to some uh, technologies, or whether what we can say, whether
All right, so I have a question over here.
yeah.
Astos, as you said, just a second for me. Astos, as you said that it's a matter of state, right? But I feel
Yes,
like
sir.
it's a concurrent matter, right? Both state and
No,
center can be involved in this.
no, for two sector, for a health and employment. Uh, Not a concurrent matter, sir. We have to invest from both sides, from private sector also, from state also. The For you can see the jobs in railway, they are provided on a by the government, so it can improve the it can improve the livelihood of the
All right.
person.
I think I just misunderstood. You are mentioning state as Indian state.
Yeah, no,
Okay, fine.
Indian, but the Indian government, I want think. If you can see the army, first we recruit for the armies.
Understood. Totally
Now
understood.
it's, yeah,
Fine. So my question is, then my second question is,
okay,
that as we are talking about unemployment issues, right? That
yes.
employment issues we have in India, are these guys who are graduating, the engineers we have, the BTech,
Yes.
and the MTech people we have, are these really employable?
Can I
Uh,
answer this question?
if
Just a
most,
second, Raghunath. First of all, the panelists will answer this, and then we'll come up to the second other participants. All right? Yes, please go
means
ahead.
means if 100 youth are coming in
Let's
the
say I'm
school.
saying that, let's say 100 people are graduating every year, right?
Okay, okay.
Right? So
Uh,
are these
I,
really employable?
No, means if 20 people are 30 people are the reliable. If 30s, if 70s are the not, but you have to train them, so that give the further training. So then, if you left the 70 people, then it's a huge burden. And how can you develop with the 30 people who can manage a vast country like India
That
without
is that
any?
is that is what I'm saying. These
Yeah,
are really not employable. We are talking about employment issues. That is, there's a matter of state government. There's a matter of central government. We have to provide jobs. We have jobs, but are
yes.
these guys really employable? Are these not having skill set issues?
Yeah, maybe some skill set issue, or some maybe some vacancies also. If see, you can, there is a some if there is a post for one person, we apply, there are application for 100, but selection will be for a one person, na?
Yes, that I totally agree.
Yeah. So but you can't left 90, you can train them, you can create new opportunities, new,
Exactly.
yeah,
I was thinking that somebody should be raising this point. So there can be initiatives like skill development initiatives
skill
can be there.
development,
Yes, good.
or new or manufacturing sector. We have to invest in manufacturing sector, because India is a mostly service sector.
Yes.
Yeah, one more thing. Can I add few points?
Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing that we can get a skill development courses in the final year of the engineering, so that the youths are employable once they have graduated. And secondly, the unemployment is growing day by day, because we are talking about the ease of business, but at the ground reality, the ease of business is not happening. Because in China, it hardly takes one day to start a business, but in India currently also it takes about more than a month, and there are very hectic processes. Due to which, if the ease of business is getting rectified, the more employment opportunities will be created, and the unemployment crisis will certainly start to depreciate. So we have to look upon these points also.
Can I add something here?
Yeah.
Just a second, Dhananjay. So you can start now.
Mic off.
So, sir, according to my point of view, it is very crucial problem that most of the freshers are not able to like uh, uh, but not able to attend their jobs because the lack of training and lack of guidance also. And it is also, we can see that the AI like take their most of the jobs. Yes, sir.
All right, fine. Yes, Dhananjay, you can add points, and then after Dhananjay, Raghunath, you can add points. Yes, Dhananjay, go ahead.
Everyone can hear me?
Yeah, you're perfectly audible.
Yeah. First of all, good morning, everyone. And so my points are basically everyone talked about the supply side mostly. They talked about the demand side. So why we don't have enough jobs and all that. But you already mentioned, and I would like to elaborate on that. So on the supply side also, the youth the people who are getting out of the college, who are getting graduated, they face the lack of the skill set. So we have to work on that also. That skills are also missing, because most of the engineers, most of the time it is only the trend which with the students goes. They don't have, means it starts from the basic. In school days also, we just mug up the things, we write the exams, and we take the marks. But actual training or what we have to achieve, so we don't focus on that also. So this creates the problems that many times people take the graduation of the subjects that they don't want to do, means they don't have interest in that. So these also create a problem of graduated people, but they don't have skills in that particular sector. So that also need to be addressed, and I think government are taking some initiative, that Skill India programs and all that. But still, at this, it should be start from the school level. The vocational training and the STEM sector should be separated. Those who want to consider only the vocational education, so they should also provided the opportunities for that. And the stigma towards the vocational training should not be, means it should be dealt with, so that people can achieve what they really want to achieve. So that is also, I think,
Yes.
can solve the problem.
Yes, correct. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, Raghunath, you can just add a final point, and then we'll come back to the panelists, and then we can end it.
Okay, as all of you guys mentioning that people are not having skill. Like during college time, most of the people don't use the whatever the resources and the facilities provided by college. If we use those things properly, we will get all the skills which are required for finally be a employee. Like in college also, each year each branch conduct the seminars and fest everywhere, and even we can participate in other college also, like go and there present our paper. We do paper presentation and PPT everything. So if we use those things, we easily get improved our communication skill and presentation skill, and there we can make interaction with different people and learn the things from that. And another thing is unemployment is most of the people after the graduation they think now I have completed education, I take some time to enjoy myself, at least 3 months or 6 months. There we people get like gap from the education, like their knowledge and again the interview thing that happens between there. That gap will again affect their like employment thing. Another thing is like people don't know how to search the job, and if they search also they will easily lose their patience. They search for sometimes, again they keep on lagging there. That thing will, they don't know. And even some people feel lack of guidance, like how to approach the new when they are out of the college, they don't know how to approach the company and how to deal with the job searching process. There
Yes,
people
correct.
also lag in the things,
All
and
right.
they get distracted with other things, like by seeing other what happening in their life. So that is the one point.
Yes, Raghunath. All right. Fine. Any more points from the main panelists? Is it done?
Yeah, done.
Can I add something to this?
Yes, Nishant, only the final point, then we'll conclude. Okay?
Actually, we have still in our society, in our country, still have a mindset that a degree is going to give us a job. And most of the students, when they complete their graduation or any degree, then they go into the market, they find that skill is more important than degree. As we can see in the international scenario, nowadays companies prefer job on the basis of the skill rather than base of their degree or from where they have been done. And as we can also know that the Indian service sector is growing more rapidly, and it has a capacity to absorb more than we are producing. So we need to create awareness among students that it is going to eventually happen that people will realize that skills are nowadays getting more important than degree. But we need to fasten up that process. We need to introduce this thing early on the ages of students, that your skills are gonna matter more. Because as a traditional education, that goes to this traditional education that degrees are more important. We need to create a shift from this to skill based approach as soon as possible, so that keep the student ready for future scenario.
All right, fine. Okay, Astosh, Harshad, and Somiyan. I think one was Ankur, right? Are you guys done with your points?
Yes.
So one
Yeah.
thing I like to add,
Yes, Ashutosh.
just Nissan tell that degrees are not, but I understand. But a skill set where we have to learn a skill set. It is the responsibility of the colleges, the college we are going to study, their responsibility to teach, upgrade with the skill set, the current trend and what is the current trend is going on.
No, I'm getting your point, but I saw some articles nowadays. Heard some interviews where in global scenario, some people are saying that you can learn skills nowadays online. There's so much availability of things on internet where you can learn those skills. So if a person is skilled, more skilled than learn from an online platform than a college, the companies are preferring on the end a person's skill. They know that a same person rather than from a person who has studied from an institution and a person who has studied from some online sources, he can learn more from there also. He can also have that capacity to learn from that point. So rather than specifically focusing on his college or his degree, we can also consider that his skill. So that if he has not, it doesn't mean that if he does not have a degree from a specific institution, he does not have skill. That mindset is changing nowadays.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, may I speak?
Raghunath, no, we'll not be adding any points in this now, but we have to continue with other groups as well, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, it was good. The only thing is, no, a lack of too much use of fillers were there, right? So you have to just work on the fillers part. Otherwise, the content delivery was good and even the management was good.
Thank you.
All right. So can we start with Damini's group now? Can Damini please you tell me how many people were there in your group? I'll just name them. Okay, Nilesh. I think Nilesh, you were there, right?
I think Nilesh, Ubaid, and Prabhakaran.
Fine. Can you please unmute yourself and turn on your cameras?
Sure.
Okay. Damini, Prabhakaran, Nilesh, and only these three? Only three? Nilesh, Prabhakaran, and Damini? Guys, I want confirmation from you only. Are you three only?
Yes.
Okay, you can start. So your topic will be dot.
Sorry?
It's a dot. Dot.
Dot.
Dot. Full stop dot, right? A black dot. This is your topic. You have 2 minutes. Alright guys, you can start now. Guys, you can start now. I hope I'm audible, right? I think nobody has started yet, right? What happened?
Thanks for the opportunity to giving to me to discuss
Prabhakar,
about
your
the
voice
topic.
is okay. Can you please be a bit louder? Can you please increase your volume?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, fine, it's clear.
So it's very hard to speak about that, but I have few points. Okay. So usually, if we discuss anything,
Guys, I think Prabhakaran is facing some network issues, right? You can start. Nilesh, Damini. Guys, what happened? Is the topic too hard?
actually, you're not getting anything to talk about.
There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things. Like what dot signifies in English language?
May I speak?
Like full stop or
Let's start with it. Just see, this is how you have to showcase your creativity, right?
So I'll just start to push you people. Means what exactly the dot is, what it signifies to the vocabulary. Means it is end of the sentence,
yes, sir.
Yes.
start of the new sentence
Yes.
after this. So whatever the flow of the you're saying, somewhere it comes to continuation, semi-continuation, it's come to end. So what is dot? Means it is end of the sentence.
So as it signifies the end of the sentence, it can signify the end of a particular thing and a beginning of a new era, right?
So you can start with this. Later on, you can just add on your thoughts.
Exactly.
What I believe.
That's a good start, I will say. Now I hope you can continue.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, Pranagan, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Pranagan, I think you are facing some internet issues, right? No worries. I feel Nilesh and Damini can speak, right?
Am I clearly audible?
Yes, Damini, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yes. The topic is little unconventional, but still to begin with, would like to make a few points about the topic, which is dot. Dot in English literature and the English popular writing, we believe dot is something to take a pause or to begin something after that, which signifies if we want to start, we can start after that. Also, we can conclude our talkings after a dot, after mentioning a dot. I think I only have these few points to make about this particular topic.
All right. See, can't you relate dot with your domain, data science domain?
Sorry.
I'll tell you a point. How
Yes.
many of you have read about the Big Bang theory given by Charles Levitt?
Yes, we have.
So what does it define? What is the dot in that? Can you define?
Dot particles.
That was not dot particle. Charles Levitt gave a theory that was Big Bang theory, and it defines that dot is the singularity.
Yes.
The existence of this earth, this entire universe started with a dot itself. It was a full stop, right? And in Indian mythology, we we resemble dot with goddess Parvati, right? That is how you can start.
Yes.
Yes, then go ahead, please. Yes, Nilesh, you can start. Okay, no worries. I think the topic was quite vague, right?
So can I?
Yeah, Ankur, you can start, please.
Yeah, dot is very important in English literature or anywhere around the world, but it is one of the most ignored part. Dot is used to end a sentence or in any field it is denoted to end a particular thing, because after ending a thing only then we can start a new era or a new sentence. So dot is one of the most important thing that we ignore, and dot significance is that after putting a dot only we can start something new. And in in our culture also we have a great significance of dot, as a dot is denoted with goddess Parvati, and everything, the universe and the whole world starts with the dot, uh, and dot has a big significance which we usually ignore in our day-to-day life. And negative, if you have a negative thought also, after putting a dot only we can start up having a positive thought. So everything starts after putting a dot only.
Very good. All right, no worries. So Nilesh, Tani, no issues. So I can feel that in the next GD, whenever we'll be having, you guys can work on that, right?
Yes.
But try to work on these vague kind of topics, right? Okay. Let me give a vague topic to this other group as well. Okay. Which group is left now? I think Dhananjay, Ubaid, and Nilesh. I think they should left. No, Nishant. Right? Okay, so the last group, please turn on your cameras so I just get to know which group is left now. Please turn on your cameras. Okay, Dhananjay, Nishant. Who else? Raghunath. Who else? Only you three? Nishant, give me a confirmation. Only you three are there?
Yes, sir, only we three.
You three, fine. So Nilesh and Damini will be also part of it, right? So now the topic will be why.
Why?
Why? Okay. So you have 2 minutes. It's 9:11. We'll start at 9:30, right?
Why the word why?
Why? Exactly. Question mark. Damini, you are also part of this group, right? Please start preparing this time. All right? And
Okay.
please turn on camera. All right, we can start.
Okay.
You can please turn on the camera.
Can I start?
Yeah, anybody can start.
Okay. So basically, I think why is a genuine